I do.
Thank you. Please have a seat in the witness stand.
Thank you.
And for the record, say and spell your first and last name, please.
Hello, my name is Jane Kwon. Janekwon.
Thank you. Ms. Kwon, can you tell us how it is that you're employed, please?
I am currently employed by the Los Angeles Police Department in the Forensic Science Division.
And what is your position there?
I am a criminalist.
Okay. How many years have you been employed there as a criminalist?
It will be 12 years in August.
And where are you assigned currently at the lab?
I'm currently assigned to the Quality Assurance Unit.
What does the Quality Assurance Unit do?
Quality Assurance Unit is a team of criminalists, and we basically oversee the quality system of the laboratory. It involves a lot of auditing and reviewing to make sure that the work produced by the laboratory is technically sound and in compliance with the accreditation and laboratory policies and procedures.
And that is because, as you just mentioned, the LAPD's crime lab is an accredited lab, right?
That is correct.
What does it mean to be an accredited laboratory?
LAPD Crime Laboratory is an accredited laboratory in the testing and calibration program. We have undergone voluntary third-party auditing program, and it involves making sure that the lab follows all the standards within ISO document 17025 and AI 3125.
Okay, you just rattled off a bunch of letters and numbers. So for people who don't know what ISO or 725 or any of that stuff means, what is that?
So basically, it's a very numerous and very voluminous standards to make sure that we as a laboratory meet every one of those criteria. And by saying that LAPD Crime Laboratory is an accredited laboratory, we are saying that we have met all those requirements listed in those documents.
Okay. So the laboratory has standard operating procedures, protocols, standards that are in place in order to meet the accreditation standard by outside third-party accreditation board, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so that means that people such as yourself have to review the work of other criminalists in the lab. Is that what you're saying?
That's correct.
Okay. And in order to be an accredited lab, is there also, besides the quality assurance measures that you're talking about as part of the accreditation standards, does that also require that the criminalists within the lab in the various sections have to meet certain standards and are subject to proficiency testing on a regular basis?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. And how many years have you been in the quality assurance section?
About 6 years, since 2019.
Prior to being assigned to the quality assurance unit, where were you previously assigned?
I was assigned to the Field Investigation Unit.
What is the Field Investigation Unit?
Field Investigation Unit is a unit where the primary duties is to respond to crime scenes and vehicle searches to identify and collect document evidence.
And approximately how many crime scenes would you say that you processed during your time in the Field Investigation Unit?
235.
Approximately, wow, that's precise. I didn't expect that. How many vehicles?
That I would have to get back to you.
Okay. I'm assuming more than a couple.
Oh, yes.
Okay. And how many years were you assigned to the Field Investigation Unit?
I was hired in 2013, and I was in Field Investigation Unit until 2019.
So approximately 6 years?
Yes.
And did you undergo some training before you were allowed to process crime scenes and vehicles?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
The training is approximately 1 year long. Basically, it involves reading, taking tests, and actually working with the senior criminalists. I successfully completed the training program, and at the end, I also took a competency test, which I successfully completed.
Okay. And were you also subject to proficiency testing on a regular basis?
After I became competent, annually I also took proficiency tests to make sure that I was proficient and I was doing, following the protocols.
Okay. And did you know back in 2017 when you were assigned to the Field Investigation Unit, did you know and work with someone by the name of Cory Hawk?
Yes, ma'am.
And have you also testified multiple times as an expert regarding crime scene investigation and evidence collection?
Yes.
All right. In 2017, specifically on January 27th of 2017, were you asked to process a vehicle that was a 2008 black Porsche 911 at a tow yard?
Yes.
And was that the black Porsche that is, or belonged to the victim in this case, Fabio Sementilli?
Yes.
And when you went to this tow yard, was that the Howard Summers tow yard off of Deering?
Yes.
And did you process that vehicle in the presence of LAPD detectives Jean Paral and Ryan Verna?
Yes.
And prior to even processing the vehicle, did you discuss with them what the investigation to that point was so that you would have some idea as to what to be looking for?
Yes, I received initial information that was known at the time, so I can do the search that I need to do.
And when you were processing the vehicle, did you also do so in conjunction with a laboratory photographer?
Yes.
Okay. And did you direct her to take overall photographs of what you were doing?
Yes.
And is that something that was, again, standard protocol when you either processed a crime scene or a vehicle?
Yes.
So let me interrupt you. We'll
Yes.
take our lunch and recess at this time. We'll be in recess until 1:30. The admonition applies not to discuss this case either among yourselves or with anyone else, or to form or express any opinion until the cause is finally submitted to you. Have a good lunch.